Sergeant Appo. Yes, Private Conker, have you gathered the intel I asked you for? Yes, sir. The droid army has left their entrenched position right outside of our fortifications and are trying to make a retreat back to their operating base. This is perfect. Gather the men. We strike now. Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. And this is going to be part 2 of the new trilogy on Mimban that we have going on, because last time around in part 1, the Clone Troopers, the 501st Legion, and Crate Dragon Legion, led by Sergeant Appo here, defended this isolated military outpost just so immensely well. Like, seriously, they had barely any losses and obliterated probably 500 to 600 battle droids, plus AAT tanks. It was absolutely insane. So now Sergeant Appo is commanding a counterattack while the battle droids retreat from their forward position in the forest itself. So we can see the battle droids have regrouped slightly from their hiding positions within the forest, and they're going to start making the long trek back to their little outpost thing here, I guess you could call it. Meanwhile, the outpost has a bunch of battle droids itself, and they're going to be defending this position while the retreating battle droids come on in and reinforce the position as well. So a little bit of a dynamic battle going on, and Sergeant Appo will be chasing them through the forest and then having to take on this defensive position. I think he has enough troopers to do it. I think it's going to be a very, very even battle. The last 2 times I ran it, both times it ended up being very close, with both sides taking 1 win. So we'll see how the final battle here plays out. So without further ado, guys, I'll be right back and we'll get this started. What's that I hear? You haven't clicked the link in the description below to go to Instant Gaming to save hundreds of dollars on video games? Huh. Well, I'm judging you. You should go. Click that link in the description. It is bene. Oh, it's wonderful. You should check it out. It's awesome. I mean, look at this. $40 for Total War 3 Kingdoms? Are you kidding me? That game just came out. $13 for Grand Theft Auto 5? I might go buy that. I already own the game, but I might go buy it again. You know what? I can't. Enjoy the video, please. Enjoy the video, knowing that you are shamed for not going and clicking my sponsor link in the description below. Alright, seriously guys, thank you so much for listening to this ad. Please enjoy the video. Alrighty then, guys, we're going to go ahead and press the start button right now, and the 501st / Crate Dragon Legion Clone Trooper Co-op action here is beginning. So these guys are marching on forward, preparing to strike out at this retreating battle droid army here. Can we spot them? Yeah, so the droid army is sort of split throughout the woods here as they retreat back into the darkness. But the clones catch up to them a little bit and begin to fire out at the battle droids. Early on, the droids turn around and immediately begin returning fire at the oncoming clone troopers, taking a few victims down very, very early for the clone troopers here, but the rest of them are getting to cover behind down LAT aircraft, down trees, actually crawling into their bunkers once more. Taking advantage of these defensive positions that were already set up for them previously. So it's a bit of a defense-offense thing they've got going on right now, with half of their troopers providing cover fire while the other half sort of marches forward into the woods to take on these battle droids. Meanwhile, the battle droids seem to be fully on the retreat. We can see them heading backwards the full way here. Yeah, sort of hop-skipping from cover to cover. It's definitely the best way to do it, for sure. Some of them taking refuge in this pond here. Aquatic battle droids, of course. Alright. The battle has commenced. Alright, clones seemingly winning the first engagement there without too many losses on their side. They definitely took a few deaths there, but overall I think their force is still very much so intact, and this second engagement is starting right off. It should still be against forest troopers and not much in the way of the actual droid defense, as that is way further back there. A few clone rocket troopers firing off. That means the droids must be really awfully close to them, or at least some of them Must be, because those rockets really only shoot about 40 meters. I'm looking for alive droids, but all I'm seeing is dead ones. Here's a couple of droids hiding behind these rocks here. Yeah, the retreating droid force really is getting hunted by these clone troopers. Was that an alive droid? No, that one's dead. It's crippled. Yeah, there are some clone rocket troopers around here. Here, let's see if we can't get a nice pause and see if we can't find a nice screenshot to grab for the thumbnail of the video. That one's pretty nice. I do like to do these pauses just to see the clones, like, sort of in their stances, fighting on the front lines. I think it looks really dope to see this sort of 3D painting of clone troopers fighting along the forest. I think it looks very cool. I hope you guys do too. I know a lot of you guys have commented that you want me to pause in the videos, so here you go. Here's sort of the battle happening while we're paused. Huge clone force coming on forward here, and looks like a lot of them are firing at some battle droids over this way. This one's in fact getting grenaded, and more battle droids are retreating back too. Okay, enough of this pause business. Let us play. Actually, a few clone rocketeers very far forward. These guys do need to sort of take those risks to get kills because they don't have ranged weapons. Their pistol maybe 50 meters, their rocket maybe 40. Not far in the slightest. So those guys are sort of taking the lead in this battle. Oh, off to the right over here, some droids getting sacked pretty good. These rocket troopers do need to be kind of careful though, because there are a seriously limited amount of them, and there are AATs at the droid compound. 2, in fact. So they got to take out 2 AATs, and without rocket troopers, that is going to be a pain in the tuchus, to say the least. So hopefully rocket troopers do stay alive long enough that they can score a few hits on those AATs, make the rest of the clone army their lives just a little bit easier, and then they can die. Sure, why not? Yeah, by the way, guys, my microphone still might not be what it used to be. I'm still using my old microphone because, well, I bought this really nice microphone for YouTube, and you know, the audio quality I felt was very good for a while there. There's that first AAT shot taking out tons of clones right there, and it broke. And so now I have to send it in, and I still haven't gotten any word about the, you know, how it's looking or anything like that. Why are these clones just sort of standing around the hill here? What in tarnation? That's weird. Are they all trying to use this hole as cover? Guys! Oh no. This is bad. Alright. These guys are at least coming forward here, but they're getting hit hard by AAT fire from out here. This thing's got some range to it, and it is taking pot shots at the clone army off in the distance, and the clones are not spreading out in the slightest. They're all combining right over there to get hit hard by AAT fire. Oh, geez. And there's still a bunch of droids actually on their flank over here. So if we look at the minimap, blue are the droids, red are the clones, and the clones have consolidated all in the middle here. They have not spread out one bit. Meanwhile, the droids are on their flanks over here, and they're actually darting through the woods in sort of a pincer movement, while simultaneously droids are coming out from the water over here and attacking from the right side. And then there's also the droid attack in combination with an AAT tank straight down the middle. So the clones find themselves in a sandwiched-in position with little hope of getting out of this. All has gone quiet for the time being. Perhaps the AAT has lost sight of the clones. That would be very good. Oh, and the clones are actually noticing that they're getting attacked a little bit from the right over here. Where'd those droids go, though? They're up here. Yeah, these droids are in a nice flanking position here. So they retreated off in a certain direction, and that sort of allowed them to get away from the scope of the clones, and now they're actually retreating further back once more after taking a few more losses. Droids really enacting some serious guerrilla tactics within the woods here. When the trees start speaking binary. Oh my god, clones hanging out in holes. Maybe they're I read this book when I was a kid called All Quiet on the Western Front. Really good book. I highly recommend. It's about World War One. But there was one passage that, for some reason, has always stuck with me. Um, in that the soldiers came under heavy artillery fire in a graveyard in one scene. And, you know, men were dying left and right, and graves were, in fact, like popping open, and skeletons were getting thrown from the artillery fire, you know, splintering into various areas, and it was a slaughter. And the soldiers had a saying that artillery never strikes in the same place twice, similar to the lightning theory. And so they would crawl into already, you know, opened artillery holes in hopes that it wouldn't strike there again. I can't remember if that worked in the book. I feel like it might have hit again in the same place. I can't quite remember, to be honest. I read that book so long ago, but very good book. Highly recommend. Either way, we got clones heading up towards this mountain position over here. God, you guys just need to spread out. Please, please spread out, for the love of goodness. Oh my goodness. There's still a ton of clones, and we can see that pretty evidently by the sheer amount of fire they're outputting, but these AAT tanks are crushing them right now. A couple of clones climbing up the mountain here. This guy looks like he might get a grenade off. That would be pretty cheeky. Nope, he puts it away. There's only a few more droids up there. Yeah, just get a grenade off. Are there still droids in this pond, by the way? No, there aren't, but there are some off on the far left over here. They seem to be moving out, trying to get to the compound right about now. And there are also droids on the far right still, and they are once more firing into the clones, and their flank is completely exposed over here. And few clones are actually responding by rotating around to meet the oncoming battle droids from this way. Really, droid tactics on point in this battle, and Sergeant Appo has been quite weak in responding to these tactics. I don't even know if our... Oh, there's Appo. Literally, speak of the devil. Enemy contact. I can't believe I found him in a hayfield here, but... Alright, we got Appo. We have eyes on. Oh my goodness, these clones on the hill are getting heavily grenaded. Oh, there's way more than 2 droids left alive up there. For some reason, I only saw 2 droids, but... There's like 6 or 7. They could really use a grenade up there. Also, these droids on the flank coming back into play once more, though the clones seem to be able to take these guys out far better than the guys on the right flank. Yeah, the guys on the right flank are causing a lot more problems than the guys on the left flank. Yeah, look at these guys. They're even marching on forward. They're coming very far forward, even approaching into the clone positions as of right now. Appo's forces over here need to turn around, boys. Turn around. Look this way. Those droids will get you. They'll be on you like butter on bread. Oh no. Oh no. AAT rotating its cannon. That seemed to be a miss right there, although I heard some blood-curdling screams. Perhaps those screams came from elsewhere. Oh, Appo. My friend. There he is, back there. Chilling in an artillery hole. Open firing. At least he's being brave. At least he's getting some shots off, though he does go down right there. If we look at the minimap, there are not that many clone troopers left alive. We got 3 on the hill here. Oh, and they're about to be actually attacked from a bunch of droids on top of the hill coming down. Droids are launching a counterattack now against the clones. My goodness. Yeah, here they come. Clones bravely moving upwards and getting shot up, but they return some fire here, getting a few grenades off, actually getting some droid kills. They're in a pretty good crook in the hill. They are all dead, though. There might still be a few alive on the ground. There are 2 clones left alive. This guy's got 2 kills. This guy's got none, but he is a rocket trooper. Should we try and retreat them back to base? I don't know. They're completely encircled right now. Retreat! Retreat! Back to base! Back to base! I don't know if they'll make it back, because there are droids to the left over here. There are droids to the right over here. I don't know, man. Actually, I don't think the droids noticed them. So, wow! Battle was a complete failure for the clone troopers. I had seriously high hopes for them. And it all fell apart right around here. So, in the first episode, the clones had an ATTE that really It actually got 300 kills on the battle droids. Let's see if the AATs match that at all. This one had 150. This one had 6. This one had 6. 6 kills. I guess it wasn't in the best position. This one over here, though, only got about half the kills that the ATTE did. But they still held fast. I mean, it did have some droids around it to help out. This guy got 11 kills. This guy got 1. This guy's got 3. This guy's got 14. This guy's got 4. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got 1. Bunch of droids who were retreating through the woods finally making it back to base now. A lot of those guys actually lived. And they were instrumental. I mean, they were around the flanks, stuff like that. Yeah. Lots of these guys have a bunch of kills. This guy's got 7. 1, 1. Yeah, the flankers, the ones retreating through the woods, got a lot of kills, too. That's insane. This guy's got 6. Huh. Huh. And the guys on the hill here, this guy's got 1. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got 1. This guy's got none. So these guys didn't really do that much. Oh my goodness. Let's check out the death toll for the clones. Oh, this clone returned to the site of the massacre for some reason. Okay. Alright, so yellow are dead droids, red are dead clones. Clones started off pretty strong here, killing pockets of droids without losing too many troopers themselves. You know, getting a few kills around the outskirts, things like that. Like, the clones were, they were looking pretty good. It wasn't too bad. Then they hit right here. And that's where the AAT came into play. Killed a good swath of clones right here, but they still had a lot of troopers left alive. So those troopers kept pushing forward, and then they hit this zone right here, and that was the end. This is where they lost literally hundreds of soldiers all at once. It was so bad. I mean, you guys witnessed it. Appo needed to spread his troopers out. I mean, he could have had so many troopers on all over here. He could have had so many troopers all over here, all on the hill. He could have spread out. He had enough troopers to cover the entire expanse here, but instead he compiled them all right here. Such an unbelievable mistake. So yeah, it's a shame. Either way, let me know what you guys want to have happen in the third part of this trilogy on Mimban, and I'll see what I can do. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. By the way, follow me on Instagram. Alright, peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.